From 1971 to 1996, Dallas defeated New England in all 7 games. Since then, it's been all Patriots, winning all 6 meetings. The Cowboys try to even the series. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 79 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 6 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. throwing, Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Terrell Basham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The give is to Elliott. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
That catch good for only a couple. From just shy of midfield, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll look to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is Tony Pollard.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know,
and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Here we go. Here we go.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Prescott down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Now, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
New England's offense set to go.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Prescott on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10. CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. and they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Jerick McKinnon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terrell Basham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Being chased out left. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Again, it's Elliott. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is now 14-10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On play action, Prescott escapes the sack.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. Dak's going to keep it.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Prescott
calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down 17-14, a minute 15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Jones. To Henry. Pushes him over. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now Jones.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Jones.
And that's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Elliott again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Prescott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New England trying to get a place on offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Connecting with Aguilar. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down. 15 yards there for number 15. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Pass complete to Harris. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He's back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.